Hey guys, Florida Sports Fan 18 here, and I'm back for another video. And this is the Dolphins versus Ravens Week 2022 preview. Week 2 preview, I mean. Now, let's see about this game, going into this game. Well, this is like an interesting matchup but first, before we get into the matchup, I just want to talk about Lamar Jackson really quick. Now, this was before the season started, but I didn't really talk about it too much. But since Lamar Jackson, I don't know what happened. Like they failed to offer to get a contract, or failed about something about a contract extension that didn't work for 6 years, and I'm not sure what happened, why they didn't agree. Maybe he wanted more money, or was it more years, or he just doesn't want to play for the Ravens for his whole career. We don't know about that, but like every time there's like a superstar player or a quarterback that opens up or something like that, or has an issue with contract situation, it's always like, oh, Dolphins need to get this player. Like, here we go again with this. Like I said, now with Lamar Jackson after the Deshaun Watson, like they have no faith in Tua really too much. Like, even if we got Lamar Jackson, let's say, well, we have to deal with Tua for the whole year because Lamar Jackson's playing for the Ravens the whole season. So we cannot even talk about this right now until the off season. So before, I just want to get that off to talk about that really quick. But even if we did get Lamar Jackson, the Dolphins did, here's the one thing. He's injury prone too, like Tua, so he gets injured a lot too, so I'm just letting you know on that already. So I just wanted to mention that really quick. But now, let's get into this game. So it could be an interesting game, really. Like, it's week 2, so we don't know how we're gonna be like. Even though Tua didn't play bad, he was decent. He didn't play bad, even though he didn't turn the ball over. Maybe one time, but we were lucky there was an offensive lineman there, and there was a couple times that Patriots defense could have had an interception, but at least they didn't have the turnovers didn't happen. But going into this game, like, this could be a tough game, like I said, but it's a game we can win. Like, I know, like, we upsetted them last year, and I would like to see when the defense played really good against Lamar Jackson that whole game. We can do this again, but even though it's going to be very tough this time, tougher because we're going into Baltimore to play them, and we don't have success in Baltimore. Even though, yeah, we haven't had success against the Ravens these last few years since John Harbaugh's been the coach, but it's a game we can win. We can win in Baltimore, or because we look like a team that could possibly win. Hey, we beat a playoff team that was in the playoffs last season, and we won. I thought that was a good way to start. So even though, yeah, the Ravens were not in the playoffs, even though they went on that 8 losing streak, but even though, yeah, John Harbaugh still had good coach, even though they had that 8-game losing streak and missed the playoffs, but that was because of injuries and couldn't do too much about it. And Lamar Jackson didn't play, was injured too, but now back and healthy. Like, Mark Andrews is good. He's good, and he's the one that worries me on that offensive side. But otherwise, who else do they really got at receiving core, really? But Mark Andrews is like the only one I'm worried about. Really could have a breakout game, but who else do they have at receiver? Like, if I can think of the top of my head, like, I was gonna say Marquise Brown, but I think he's on another. He's with Arizona. Yeah, he's with Arizona, so he's on another team. But going to be, like I said, an interesting game, but it's a game we can win. We just can't let Lamar Jackson get open and like have these big runs, big games right there. Like, if we can lower the run, because that was what our problem was last week, is stopping the run. Like, we just need to lower the run game a little bit. We can stop the run because our defense looks good. We're putting pressure. We got some good quarterback right there. And I think Javon Holling's going to have definitely a good season, definitely. And we'll see what goes on here. But, it's like I said, a game we can win. I just want Tua to step up, like I said, in this game. Like, definitely can get into the end zone finish, get some more points. I'm hoping we can maybe see the first Tyreek Hill touchdown, because we didn't get to see that last week. So let's hope we can get his first touchdown, get Jalen Waddle going, definitely get more receiving core going, see if we can get that running game more going, even though it was decent last week, but get that going as well too. So like I said, yeah, it's gonna be a tougher game because the last few times we were in Baltimore, like I remember 2016 we lost 38-6, and then the last time we were there we got shut out 40-0, but that was when we were like not like 2016 was a good year. That was just our bad game we had that year. That was probably the worst game of the season, 2016. 2017, our offense was garbage, and Gase was the coach and didn't know what was going on in that game. And so much issues with injuries that year. So this is a game, like, if we're going to beat the Ravens in Baltimore, this could be the year to do it. So I want to get a chance to go to 2-0, so that we can be a contender this year for playoff positioning. So yeah, that's what I want to say. So going to be a tough game, but it's a game we can possibly win. So all I'm going to do is just lower that. Don't get Lamar Jackson time to run. Like I said, I just want Tua needs to step up. Definitely, I want to see Gesicki step up too. If Gesicki doesn't step up going into this game up here in the upcoming this year, things she can maybe talk about, maybe trades, probably. See what could happen, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we can win this game. I really want us to go to 2-0 and see what else is there we can expect. But I'm Florida Sports Fan 18 here. Let's try to get a win here. Let's get a big one in Baltimore. I'm Florida Sports Fan 18 here. You guys have a good night. Fins up. And I'll see you guys for after the game, probably on Sunday night. So you guys have a good night. Bye, guys.